Venice, Florida isn't just growing, it's transforming. And if you haven't looked at this area recently, you might be missing some of the most exciting changes happening here on the Florida Gulf Coast. You've got new neighborhoods, new lifestyle perks, and a shift in who's moving here, all reshaping the map. But that's not the only part of the story. Because what makes Venice, Florida so appealing in 2025, it isn't just what's being built, it's how people are actually living here. You've got the coastal charm of downtown to the modern momentum of Welland Park where I live, from the beach access to everyday cost of living. There are details buyers wish they knew sooner. Some will save you money, others will save you stress, and a few might just surprise you enough to change what you're looking for completely.
That's exactly why we created this guide. We're Heather and Lisa, full-time realtors, moms, and Venice Welland Park residents. I'm a Long Island transplant.
And I moved here from the West Coast, and we help people figure out what living in Venice, Florida is really like, one smart move at a time.
There's a reason why people are talking about Venice, Florida more than ever in 2025. The neighborhoods look different, the lifestyle feels more dynamic, and depending on what you're looking for, your experience here could be completely different from someone else's. You've got communities with resort-style amenities, low-maintenance villas, perfect for seasonal living, and walkable areas that feel like you're living on vacation every day. But what's behind those front doors and what it costs to be here isn't always obvious from a listing or a Google search.
So let's kick things off with one of the biggest questions people have when they're thinking about moving to Venice, Florida. How much does it really cost to live here? Now, depending on where you're coming from, the answer might feel like a steal or a bit of a sticker shock. We've had folks from New Jersey tell us it feels like they're getting a deal on a brand new villa, while others from the Midwest are like, wait, hold on, what's a CDD? And why is it on my tax bill? Here's the reality. Most homes we help people move into are in the $450,000 to $650,000 range. That might get you a brand new home in Welland Park, a low-maintenance villa with community amenities, or something closer to the beach. That's old Florida charm. But that's just the starting point. There are monthly HOA fees, which can range anywhere from about $150 up to $500 depending on what's included. You've got some neighborhoods that have CDD fees, which are basically the long-term costs of building out infrastructure like roads and lighting. You'll often find those rolled into your property taxes. Then you've got the homeowner's insurance, which has been climbing across Florida, and possibly flood insurance, depending on where your home sits. So you put all that together, and it's not unusual for the total monthly cost to be about 20 to 30% higher than the mortgage alone. And that's before you even add your electric bill to start pricing out pool service too. So this is exactly why so many people reach out before they start looking seriously. It's one thing to browse Zillow on a Sunday night, but another to understand the full picture of what life here really costs. And we want you to be able to plan confidently, not get hit with surprises after closing. And listen, we're moms, we're juggling sport practices, grocery runs, and group texts just like you. So we totally understand needing to know exactly where your money is going before you make a move. No one wants to move into paradise only to find out you didn't budget for it. Paradise price tag. So if you're looking at homes in Venice, Florida, and wondering what's realistic for your lifestyle and monthly budget, we're here to help you walk through it. No pressure, no sales pitch, just honest answers from people who really know this market inside and out. So if you're ever feeling unsure or just want a second opinion before taking the next step, please reach out to us. Whether you're still in research mode or you're getting serious about a move, we are here to make everything feel a whole lot easier. And speaking of next steps, let's talk about where people are actually moving, because while the homes might all look beautiful, online, the neighborhoods tell a very different story.
Here's something no one tells you when you start looking at homes in Venice, Florida. Two properties can look nearly identical on paper, same price, same square footage, same builder, but depending on where they're located, your day-to-day life can feel completely different. Let's start with the island. This is what most people picture when they think of Venice, Florida. Charming streets, walkable shops, outdoor cafes. But here's the thing, you actually get to live on the island full-time. It's both a lifestyle hub and a residential neighborhood. You get the best of both worlds. That said, if you're nearby, this is where you'll go for weekend markets, boutique shoppings, beach sunsets, and that small town coastal vibe. Now, head just a bit inland and you'll find Welland Park. This is one of the fastest growing areas on the entire Gulf Coast. It's huge, master planned, and packed with communities like Everly, Palmyra, and Island Walk. Everything here is designed around lifestyle: golf carts, concerts, farmers markets, trails, even a downtown district with new restaurants and shops, and the Braves Stadium. If you want new construction, modern amenities, and that always something happening feel, this is where you're going to want to look. This is where Heather calls home. And then there's North Venice. It doesn't get much buzz, but locals love it for a reason. It's more mature with established communities, big shade trees, and the quiet golf course neighborhoods that feel peaceful and a little bit more tucked away. You'll still find newer homes, but the vibe is slower, more traditional, and a great fit for seasonal residents or full-time folks who don't want to be right in the middle of the action. This is where I live and I love to call home. Each area has a totally different feel, and what works for one person might not be the right fit for someone else. That's where having someone who knows the area really come in handy. And if you're trying to figure out which spot matches your pace and priorities, we're happy to help you sort through it. But before you fall in love with any front porch or palm tree, there's one very Florida thing we need to talk about, guys. Yep, it's the weather, and it's not all sunshine. Let's get into what you should really expect.
So weather is one of the biggest reasons people choose to move to Venice, Florida. And it's one of the biggest adjustments once they get here. It's the endless summer that drew us here, from a much needed reprieve of 7 months of winter. For about half the year, it's exactly what you'd hope for. So think sunshine, low humidity, cool mornings, warm breezy afternoons. It's amazing. November through April, it's honestly hard to beat. I love it here. The town is buzzing, there's outdoor events and beach days. It really starts to feel like a new routine. And then summer hits, like right now. The heat, the humidity, those clockwork afternoon storms. Yes, it's hot and you will sweat just walking to your car, but everything is built for it. The air conditioning is no joke. Most locals adjust much faster than they expect. Early walks, iced coffees, there's just a rhythm that starts to make it feel normal. Okay, so let's talk about hurricanes. Technically, season runs from June to November. Venice, Florida is a coastal town, so flood zones, evacuation maps, and insurance coverage are all things you're gonna wanna understand up front. It's not scary when you're prepared, and we are always here to help you walk through those details early in the process. It's just a part of living in this place where palm trees grow naturally. And the funny thing is, after a while, even the rain starts to feel like a break. Those quick afternoon showers cool things off, and more than a few locals have told us they really love a good Florida thunderstorm. I'm one of them. Next up, let's get into something a little more fun, the food, the downtown lifestyle, and why Venice, Florida is more than just a beach town. There's a really good reason why locals love where they live, and it starts with how they spend their days.
One of the best parts about living in Venice, Florida is that everyday life feels like a mini vacation. And nowhere is that more obvious than downtown. The moment you hit Venice Avenue, you get it. Charming shops, outdoor dining, live music on the weekends, and that easy coastal energy that makes you want to slow down and stay a while. Whether you're popping in for a morning latte or grabbing dinner with friends, downtown Venice is the kind of place where errands turn into social hour. Let's talk food. This town has tons of options. You'll find everything from family-owned Italian restaurants to beachy seafood spots and trendy cafes that locals swear by. If you want a casual lunch, you can head to Cafe Venice or Mission Cafe. You're craving seafood, go to Sharky's or Finn's. Or if you're looking for something fancier for a date night, there's Longet and Bodrum that are local staples for a reason. And it's not just about the restaurants. The farmers markets on Saturdays bring out the whole town. You've got live music, fresh produce, and local vendors. It's the kind of thing that sounds small, but once you've experienced it, you totally get the appeal. Venice also has one of the most walkable downtowns on Florida's Gulf Coast. Wide sidewalks, public art, no high-rise buildings blocking the view. You can easily go from boutique shopping to beach access in minutes. It's relaxed, it's friendly, and it's filled with regulars who actually live here, not just tourists passing through. And if you're wondering how far this lifestyle really extends beyond downtown, keep watching. Coming up, we're diving into different types of homes you'll find across Venice, Florida, and what might be the best fit for how you want to live.
So now let's talk about HOA. Some are low maintenance, some include community pools, fitness centers, others are really more restrictive. They care about what color you paint your front door. The key is understanding what you're getting into. So some people love structure, others want more flexibility. We always help you break down that before you even tour a property. And then finally, home styles. So you'll see a mix here. We've got villas and coach homes. They're really popular for seasonal residents who want ease and zero yard work. Townhomes are growing into new areas. Single-family homes range from compact and even modern to spacious with outdoor living areas. And of course, there are 55+ communities like Brightmoor here in Welland Park, specifically designed for those looking for an active lifestyle without the maintenance. So there's something for everyone here. But what works for one person doesn't always work for someone else. And that's where knowing the details makes all of the difference. So up next, we're going to take a quick break from the serious stuff and ask you for your help with something fun. We want to hear from you, and we'll tell you exactly how to jump in next.
Let's make this a two-way conversation for a second. We want to hear from you. If you've been researching neighborhoods in Venice, Florida, drop a comment below and tell us which one is standing out to you the most. Is it the energy of Welland Park, the trails and charm of Grand Palm, or maybe you're leaning towards something walkable near downtown? We love seeing what everyone's drawn to, and we actually respond to our comments. So if there's a spot you're curious about, drop a question that's been bouncing around in your head, throw it down there. You're probably not the only one wondering the same thing.
Okay, so let's shift gears and talk about a few money topics that tend to catch people a little off guard. Not because they're hard to understand, but because they're constantly changing. And Florida has its own way of doing things. So first, insurance. If you're moving from out of state, especially from somewhere up north or out west like me, so the cost of homeowners insurance in Florida might surprise you. Yes, it's higher, and yes, some companies have pulled out of the market completely, but there's still plenty of solid options here in Venice, Florida. The key is understanding what coverage makes sense based on where you live and the type of home you're in. Flood insurance is a big one too. So even if your home isn't technically in a flood zone, it still might be sensible to consider getting flood insurance, and we can talk about that later. Okay, so now let's talk about real estate trends. Venice, Florida has seen a lot of growth in the past few years, especially with all the new construction in Welland Park and the surrounding areas. But as of 2025, things are starting to level out a bit. Prices are still strong, but homes are sitting a little longer than when they were during peak frenzy season. And that's just not a bad thing. It just means you have more breathing room to make smart decisions. Okay, mortgages. Rates have fluctuated, but people are still buying. We're seeing buyers get more creative with rate buy downs, adjustable rate loans, and even cash offers where it makes sense. So the most important thing is working with a local lender who understands the Venice market specifically. They'll be able to tell you what the programs are that are available in real time and help you avoid any last-minute surprises during underwriting. Okay, we don't handle loans ourselves, no surprise, but we do work with trusted local partners who make the process really smooth. If you want an intro, just let us know and we'll point you in the right direction. Next up, we're picking up the pace. I'm going to hit you with a lightning round of things that people ask us all the time about Venice, Florida, like quick tips, local insights, and a few details you'll definitely want to hear before making your move.
Let's run through a few things that don't always make it into the big relocation guides, but absolutely come up in real life once you're here in Venice, Florida. Neighborhoods, events. If you're someone who likes to be social, most of the newer communities have calendars packed with events. Think movie nights, food trucks, yoga, trivia, and neighborhood block parties. It's easy to meet people. Outdoor lifestyle, biking, walking, kayaking, golf carts, and pickleball. It's all here, and it's built into a way neighborhoods are designed. You'll find trails, parks, and water access right inside the communities or just minutes away. Now, when it comes to noise levels, if you're near a major road or one of the growing construction zones, it's good to check the noise. We always suggest driving in the area in the morning and again in the evening before making a decision. As far as resale value, Venice has a strong appreciation over the past few years, and homes in well-maintained communities with lifestyle features tend to hold more value. New construction may take longer to appreciate, but many buyers prioritize the lifestyle and immediate equity. Utilities and costs, electric, water, trash, and internet generally are very easy to set up. Just be aware, in the summer, electric bills will run a little bit higher if you're running your AC. Most homes come with smart thermostats, so it's very easy to manage. And some HOAs even cover the cost. You're never too far from the beach. Either you're inland, most neighborhoods are 15 to 20 minutes from the beach. Some of you can even drive your own golf cart too. Walkability. Downtown Venice is the most walkable area, and Welland Park is adding more trails and town centers. We can point you to the neighborhoods where those neighborhoods are built with that design. The X factor, here's the thing that catches people off guard in the best way. Venice, Florida has this laid-back, friendly vibe that makes it incredibly easy to settle in. People actually talk here, guys, and the pace is slow in a good way. Whether you're moving here solo, with the family, or planning your retirement, we're here to help you sort through it all. From big decisions to the tiniest questions, we've got you. And if your wheels are turning right now, wondering what your own next step might look like, hang tight. We're wrapping up with a few ways you can dive deeper. Stay connected and keep exploring everything Venice, Florida has to offer.
So, whether you're still in dreaming phase or ready to plan your next move, we hope this gave you a real feel of what living in Venice, Florida is like in 2025. If you have any questions about neighborhoods, new construction, schools, flood zones, or even just what daily life feels like here, please reach out to us. We live here, we work here, we're full-time moms here, and we've helped people from all over the country figure out if Venice is the right fit. So there's no pressure, no hard sell, just insight, clear answers, and a couple of moms that genuinely care about helping you make the right move for your lifestyle. And if you're just getting started, we've got more videos waiting for you. Keep watching to learn everything you need to know about living, buying, and building your life in Venice, Florida. Thanks for watching.